hate the word long, especially in focused, driven individuals. One thing that you have to understand is that there is no such thing as luck. It doesn't exist. If you are someone that thinks someone else is lucky, I can already tell you that the way you think holds you back.
It takes more effort to start in the beginning, and more people are right about the fact they're like, hey, you're not going to hit it big. And guess what? A month in, you're not. But they're only measuring on months. And at 6 months, you're also not going to hit it big yet. And they're going to be like, I'm still fucking right. And at a year, you're still not going to hit it big. And they'll still be fucking right. And every day that you haven't hit it, they're going to feel like they were right. But they're wrong. Because they're measuring in days and you're measuring in decades.
The satisfaction that I get from this sport has a lot more to do with the journey than the actual victories that I've had over the years.
I told myself I couldn't quit. I told myself this was going to happen. This is destiny. Whatever is really burning in your heart, you got to really believe in yourself. Even when nobody else wants, you got to believe in yourself and say, I'm not stopping.
All you want to do is go back home. You want the warmth. You may want something to eat. You want your girl to hold you. All those things of comfort are there in that 1 second. And this is where people lose.
There's a young 10-year-old kid sitting home that don't have a father, and he's ready to join the gang. He's ready to give up. I'm telling you, don't give in and don't ever give up.
Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved.
Quit pointing the finger, look in the mirror, and go get it done. Make the hard decisions, make the sacrifice, and fix stuff.
So you pretend good, you act good, but you ain't no motherfucking real iron addict, so shut the fuck up and watch some work out, bitch.
But I can't be denied this time. I must win. Allah didn't bring me this far to be denied. It couldn't be. I can't bring me this far to be humbled by this man. I'm a Tyrannosaurus, man. I'm a tyrannical titan. There's no way he can beat me. There's no way. I refuse to be beaten.
Don't worry about the haters. They ain't shit. Don't worry about the naysayers, because they ain't shit. Whenever you feeling a way about yourself, you look in the mirror and you say, you are the only thing that matter.
Yeah, I'm just embracing it all, taking it all in. This is my dreams becoming a reality, so I'm just embracing it. I'm not getting overexcited, and I'm not shying away either. I'm just remaining calm. I'm just staying in that perfect middle ground.
Why, if there's this many people in the world, why, if there's that many of them, do you want to be so similar to everyone else? Why don't you want to create your own path? Why do you want to... Do you ever question yourself and go, whoa, why am I doing the things that I'm doing?
No one wants to go to the shovel. They want to choose the 4-lane fucking highway. That's the nice route. The shovel means you're gonna fucking hurt. The shovel means you're gonna suffer. The shovel means you're gonna hit rock a lot of time. And we all know what digging through rock is like. When you hit a fucking root, you gotta fucking get some more tools out. If I had no more tools, just a fucking shovel.
Most parents, all parents should tell their kids they can be whatever they want. But after that, they should tell them that you have to live every day if you want. You have to work every single day. You have to embrace the suck. You have to embrace the failure. But you can never, you can't be anything unless you work every single day. And that should be the second thing that they're saying after they tell them they can be whatever they want.
Why am I in school and in college going to do this job that, like, when someone asks me, what do you want to be? What's your dream job? It's not even, you're trying to get a degree for something that when you're asked what's your dream job, you're more than likely not even fucking gonna say what you're trying to get your degree in.
The pump is what you're gonna look like in a few months if you stick to the fucking plan. It's a prediction into the future.
Know yourself to know others. That's a Bruce Lee quote. If you truly know yourself, you can know others. So I know what way I feel. I know what way that man feels. I know what I can say to push his buttons. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's afraid of. I know his worry.
And for the most part, you actually need to live through this lonely chapter. And you look at it and you go, well, the fucking Rocky montage was 3.5 minutes. For me, it's been 5 years. Where's the championship ring? You know what I mean? I haven't won the fight. Where's Apollo Creed? None of this stuff's happened. You're just swimming in uncertainty and fear and a lack of belief that it's even going to happen. You don't even have the promise of glory.
That's what makes the difference sometimes between someone who makes it to someone who doesn't. It's hard when you lose sometimes because you put so much on the line, you prepare yourself and then you lose. It's heartbreaking. But it happened to me many times when I was young. Every time I've lost, I've learned why I lost. I identified a mistake that I made, and I made sure that I never made the same mistake twice. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna lose again, but I'm not gonna lose for the same mistake.
I isolate myself. I don't look at messages on Instagram. I don't send messages on Instagram. I don't go out. You would not like my life. I live alone, and sometimes I'm like, hello, and make sure my voice still works. I take away all distractions. I mean, I'm 33 years old. I would love to have a family and love to be married, but it didn't happen, and I don't want to bring, right now I control everything.
You always make the best of any situation that you're put in. Right. So that's my thing. I'm not here to, I don't like him because of this. Man, people spend too much time worried about the next man. If you worry about yourself, you make him go to another level. Right. You make him become an entrepreneur. You make him become a CEO. So I don't worry about nobody else. I got to where I got to is because of this. My whole focus was Floyd Mayweather and his family and my team.
Confidence grows through work ethic, through seeing what's happening around you, and that's it. I put the work in, and it's paying off, and I truly believe that my work is the correct work. What I'm doing is correct. I don't look at other. I celebrate my surroundings. I believe in my team. I always did. I don't see another successful team and run to that and be like, this is where I need to be for the best sparring. Right. I never felt like that. I believed in my surroundings from day one, and then it just grew, and my confidence grew.
That said, a lot of you need to work on your expectations. A lot of you expect more out of people like me, people on TV, people in the world. You expect more out of people like us than you do from your fucking self. You need to stop expecting more from other people than you do from yourself. Start looking inward. This is a good time to reflect on exactly who you want to be and exactly how you want to get there.
Not me or any of the other guys out there who portray themselves as 10 times more mentally tough than me. It don't exist for them either.
Yes.
If anyone out here is ever successful at a high level, it is because they have put in the work to be successful.
So you finally get that letter. It's steak, lobster, it's a big dinner. Everybody's showing up, dressed to the nines. Make sure you show up soaking wet for fucking getting after it, working out hard. Towel on your neck. You respect the event. So make sure you put that towel over that nice chair so you don't fuck it up.
The only limits you have are the ones you give yourself. If you think you can half-ass a workout and you're gonna see results, only give 60% and you're gonna be who you were yesterday. Skip meals and you're gonna grow. Fuck genetics. Fuck a victim mentality. Your fate is in your hands and in God's hands.
My mother spending her last money to give me a birthday party, and my mother working at a nursing home. I didn't like it. I'm gonna get on my grind, I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna make enough money, I'm gonna put my mother in a better situation.
Motherfuckers want you to sign them, or they want to be a part of the movement or what's going on, but they not bringing no value. See, if you don't bring value to value, you devalue value. Right. And if you don't bring business to business, it ain't no business, it's bullshit.
I take all comers, I don't duck any man.
Can we assume that Michael Dokes is one of the prospects?
All comers, come one, come all, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Do you think that as a world champion, as someone who says, I'm the best man on the planet, that you will start to fight abroad?
But you know what I mean? If things are right, I'll fight anyone, in any place. In their backyard. I want to fight and destruct the world because I'm the best fighter in the world.
Bodybuilding is a lonely sport. You're on yourself most of the time, especially when you're in the gym. You have to decide how much you train. You have to decide how much pain you inflict on yourself. You have to decide how much you eat, how much you drink, and how far you like to go with your body, and how much you're willing to sacrifice.
You have a dream in life, man. Never quit, never give up. Never let anyone steal your dream. Never let anyone tell you that you can't accomplish it, that it can't be done. You think outside of the box, people are gonna think that you're crazy. They're gonna think you're crazy until you accomplish that dream. Then they're gonna try to follow you, be like you. Then they'll look up to you.
Do you want to be a fighter? That's the question. It's not about cutting weight. It's not about living in a house. It's about, do you want to be a fighter? It's not all signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fun, man. It's a job, just like any other job. So the question is, not did you think you had to make weight? Did you think you had to do this? Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question. And only you know that.
Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life. Even before I had any kind of money or any of that, I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it.
How far you want to go to earn your seat at the table? It's gonna sound cocky, fucking farther than you. I'll go the whole way. I'll go the whole fucking way right now. If you don't have that mindset, you'll never know what it feels like. I know a lot of you guys have gone the entire way, and it's so comforting to know, win, lose, or draw, not for a lack of effort. It's so nice to be able to sit there and say that, like, we didn't win.
I just know all of you can be so much fucking more, man. Like, don't be scared to put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying, bro? I would never be in this position if I listen to any of these people who doubt me. I want you all to be strong. I want you to get the fuck up. And I want you to charge at this shit head on. You know what I'm saying? No regrets. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I want you to go fucking far.
Hey, guess what? It's gonna be the hardest thing you ever did. It's gonna take fucking a long ass time. It's probably gonna take 3 or 4 times as long as you think it's gonna take, all right? You're going to struggle. You're going to make mistakes. There's gonna be multiple fucking days where you don't think that you're gonna make it. And those days sometimes last for months. Nobody's gonna relate to you. No one's gonna understand why you're doing it. Everybody's gonna question it. You're gonna have to answer it every single time, and it's gonna piss you off. And bro, this is the life that you're choosing. Like, you're choosing, so you can't be surprised that it's hard. This is what the fuck you're signing up for.
You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. Some days it's your turn, some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year somebody else is gonna win.
I despise being important to so many people.
People who obsess about work-life balance are typically mediocre at both. Obsessed people apply their obsession to everything and just call it life.
It's all the legacy being built. Question for you guys is, it's so easy for me when I cut my hand in the very beginning of this to say, dude, it hurts, man, I can't go on. It's so easy to make that excuse, and you know what, I can live with that. That's a viable excuse, right? But is it the truth? Can you go on? What else do you want? Is this stronger than your dreams?
You know, you don't do nothing, and you're just in your head all day. Like, nothing to distract you. Yeah. 100%, yeah. And like, bro, I'm the type of person, like, once I focus on something, like, I can't get out of my head. Like, it's like anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, even good things, like, something I love.
Whatever it is that you would like to do better, act as though you're a top-flight expert at it. And if you continue to play this part long enough, you will become an expert. If you can get a mental image of the person you would most like to become, begin now to act as that person would act in everything you do. Gradually, imperceptibly, you will actually become that person.
The worst promise that we can break is a promise to ourselves. Because when you break a promise to yourself, it eats at your self-image. When you eat at your self-image, the self-image diminishes. When the self-image diminishes, you find yourself with the wrong people doing the wrong things, thinking the wrong thoughts and the wrong activities, and leading more and more toward aimlessness.
Anyone could beat me or beat him in their living room or in the bed with their girlfriend bragging about themselves. It's when they get in front of me, can they capitalize on the mistakes they see when they're watching me in their living room. It's a big issue. They have no pressure on them in their living room, so they see a lot of mistakes. But in the game of fighting, it's all about you have to commit yourself. In order to be a true champion, true fighter, you have to commit yourself. And in committing yourself, you stand a chance of me killing you.
All my life, you know, the discipline I follow all my life. This is the key, you know. I'm never go some bad place, never do some bad things. Sleep on time, wake up, eat, try to eat always clean, you know. And you want to be in the high level many years, you have to follow.
when I used to cut a lot of weight, it was constant movement for me. It was 3 to 5 miles every day. And then there's where I discovered myself, because I didn't really fucking want to do these runs. To be like a 5-mile run, I'm like, right, I don't think I can do a half a mile. Going through that mentally, and then I put on my shoes, and the next step I'm out the door. Then before I know it, I did these 5 miles. We're always gonna have breaks, sensors put on. It's like, oh, that's it, can't go no more. But when you really want something, when you really like, fuck it, I'll just pass out on the street, and I don't give a fuck, but I'm gonna get this done. Shit happens, bro.
I don't like fighting sometimes, but listen, when I have a challenge, I get so extremely high. It's unbelievable. Trust anybody in general. I don't like people to know me at all, and I just recently trust them because the same like I trust him, I guess he trusts me, and he trusts me a lot. So, but nobody really knows Mike Tyson. Nobody's really friendly with Mike Tyson. Why? Except Customato.
Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure, it's steps to success.
There was something inside me that made me the person who I am today.
Did you know when you first started training, when you first started doing MMA, that you were going to fight professionally?
Yeah, since the first day. So my mindset always was the same, exactly the same as I have right now. I'm like, if someone did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I can be the first one to do it.
My whole life is consistent. Everything I do, from when I eat to when I sleep, to my recovery, to my loved ones, everything's consistent. And it's a routine for me at this point.
I remember my mom teaching me that a man should always walk around with his chest high. The man was taught to shake a man's hand, look at him dead in the eye, and say, my name is Ray Lewis. But now the new thing is, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? And for a lot of people, I say no, because I don't even know you. You don't even break down the frequency blocker that I have up. I took my mom to do that. She said, Junior, why we ain't going now? I said, Mom, something wrong in there. I don't know what it is.
So how it works internally for me is I put it exactly how it is. I'm an artist, and every day I'm painting Mona Lisa, every day, but it's a different one. It's not the same painting. So every day I wake up, even though I do the same thing, it takes a different way to get there.
There's a famous quote of Marcus Aurelius who said, if you get into a boxing ring with the boxer and he starts pinching your ear and putting his fist in your neck and making you trip and fall, you're not going to go and complain and say, God, how mean you are. You're just an awful person. Because you got in the ring and you're fighting. You have to accept that that's what happens when you're in the ring.
If the most important thing for you is just feeling good, you're going to end up miserable. But if the most important thing is doing good, you will end up purposeful. Purpose will give you happiness. It takes no skill and no talent and no self-restraint whatsoever just to follow your flesh. An animal can do that. Say no to what feels good and pursue what is good.
And I've programmed myself to do the same thing every day. And people say, oh, that's boring. You don't have any vices. I'm like, what do I need vices? Like, I don't drink, right? And I've got a bunch of friends that don't drink. And I never hear them say, oh my God, my life's terrible because I don't drink.
Embrace the boring life. Prioritize progress. Instead of seeking fast dopamine, lock in your training. Fuel your body with good nutrition. Go to bed early, stay focused. Living like this might not feel exciting day to day, but this discipline is what leads to lasting success.
And you cannot be happy and strong in your mind if you are weak in your body. You need to have a strong body to have a strong mind as a man. There's no way to escape it. And that's one of the reasons why I preach so much about training, learning to fight, get in the gym, get bigger, get stronger. You will fix your mind if you fix your body. You should be as strong as you possibly can.
Because you never know who's watching. But more importantly, you shouldn't do it to be seen. You know, pray about it. Whatever it is you're committed to, fight for it. What did you say? Fear is nothing but contaminated faith.
That's right.
Fear is nothing but contaminated faith. My chest is sagging right now because I ain't been lifting weights.
I say something behind their back, just like I said in front of their face. No one knows who their friends are. The only reason they become your enemy because at one time they were your friend. Somebody out the blue can't be your enemy, then they want to be you.
That stuck in my head as I was thinking like it is. But before I go out there, I like to say, just let it happen, you know what I mean? Just let your reflexes work. Let things happen naturally. Don't think about anything. Don't think about what I'm gonna do. Don't think about what he's gonna do. Just let it flow.
They don't want to win. They don't want to be great. They don't want to do amazing things. They just want to not feel uncomfortable. And that is the ultimate trap. You may be better than you were, and it might have taken a lot for you to get out of that place, but now you have entered a new comfort zone. The things that you now do on a daily basis at one point were difficult, and they once were uncomfortable, but now they're not.
Push yourself to the limit. If you know your job is done, when you get to the arena, you have nothing to worry about. And I know I got what it takes. It all takes time, but soon it happens. And I feel good. I'm always focused. Nothing can never throw me off key. Great chin, tremendous heart, smart mind, and that's what it takes to be a great champion.
What's the concept of good? So how do we live in those two dimensions at once? You want that greatness for self-gratification, but you want goodness from a human perspective. And I really have no idea, no clue how do I juggle both of them and be in harmony? And then in all actuality, they don't exist. You have to pick a side.
Greatness is when you make your delusions your reality. Nothing's impossible for somebody who's going to try. If you're going to try, it's capable of being done.
I think there's a million paths to the top of the mountain, but when you get there, it's only one view. You right? Comparison is the thief of joy. It forces us to rush. Right? But no matter how much money you have and don't have, tomorrow don't come no faster. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody should slow down and take their time.
Because even if you perform in these conditions, and anything's easy. Especially when your competition sleeping, you're out here working, it makes you desire to solidify even more. Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not. The difference between someone successful and someone that's not successful is not their ability. Because this world is filled with people who's never achieved their true ability. The differential is their desire.
I train legs every 2 weeks at my best. Squatting twice a month, that was the most I could do and grow. Okay? The people who squat every day, every week, twice a week, no wonder they can't grow.
Hunter, in February of 2013, we spoke for the first time. You didn't have a car, you didn't have a pot to piss in, all you had were blueberries. Now here you are with the undisputed gold. Enjoy it, my friend. You deserve it, you called it.
Yeah, from nothing to something to everything.
You don't always make it to the top because you work the hardest, but there's always a bigger percentage that you will be on the top if you're the smartest.
Greatness is built in silence. The lonely training sessions, the early, cold mornings, the dark and late nights. Not for applause, not for praise, but to prove.
I'm gonna tell you, know what I do to keep my interest in boxing? Yeah. I wait till like almost the last moment where it's almost too late. And I know it's a threat. It's a threat that, whoa, I gotta start getting in shape. And I get in shape, and unbelievable shape, and I feel like I'm ready. And then it's a threat, but there's a challenge because he has the edge.
Martial arts give me a focus. You know, I don't know where I would be without martial arts in my life, you know. Anytime I've drifted away from training, or I don't know, I just seem to lose focus. But when I'm on martial arts is my life. It just gives me dedication. I mean, it gives me a drive. Something that nothing else could do for me.
If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside. To have more, you simply have to become more. And then he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Start working on yourself, making these personal changes. And he said it'll all change for you.
There's 3 levels of fighting. And one level, you win because you're stronger. The second level, you win because you're tougher. And the third level, you only win because you're smarter. And I win because I'm smarter than everybody, and I outsmart them all before I beat them.
I was born with a mind that is hard to occupy, and I find everything boring. I find the cinema boring, I find clubbing boring, conversations, family dinners, festivals, holidays, all the crap that everyone enjoys bores the life out. The only thing that keeps me mildly entertained is something which is so dangerous that I'm scared.
And Holyfield, he like that didn't bite his throat off. He knew he was wrong. He shouldn't have did what he did. He violated me, and in turn I violated him. But just because I'm that type of person, I'm that extreme of a person, They fingered me to be a monster. I am who I am, and I'm going to die being who I am, and I'm going to live being who I am. This is just who I am. And if you can't handle me being I am, you have a problem within yourself. I never violated or hurt anybody that didn't have it coming to them.
No bloody joke, because the only thing that a monster won't mess with is another monster. And you might say, well, I don't want to transform myself into a monster. It's like, you don't have a choice. You can either be a pathetic monster, or you can be a monster with some power. Those are your options. There's no non-monster alternative, weak or strong.
Then I started to understand more deeply the way of the warrior, the path of warrior. What does that mean? To study the martial arts, study the true meaning of life.
In football, I don't have a lot of friends.
People who I really trust?
Not many. Most of the times I'm alone. I like to do it myself. To go bed whatever I want, to go swimming pool whatever I want. I have this since when I start football.
I've been through a lot of trauma. I've been treated worse than anybody. Whatever has been done to a human being has been done to me. But listen, I'm trying to do this good guy shit. You know, I'm only a human being. I only can do so much.
Yeah.
Before I say fuck everybody. Okay? That's just what it is.
A massive secret to your growth is that pain isn't here to break you. It's here to teach you. Every painful experience holds a lesson. Every toxic relationship, that toxic relationship taught you what you don't want. That failure forced you to grow. That betrayal showed you who's truly in your corner and who you need to let go of.
The interdependency of rowing, I don't think there's anything quite like it, at least that I've experienced, is this idea that there's no all-star. You don't cross that finish line, people aren't saying like, oh, it's that guy that did it. You know, I mean, you're giving up that individualism. And that's not an easy thing to do for type A personalities and highly competitive people.
From the people who done achieve excellence and chasing excellence, they know what hard work and shit is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all who don't understand that, or never understand that. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, don't ask me what I'm working for, what's the goal, what's the purpose, what. I'm just out, feet on ground every day working. That's it. If God gave me another day, I'm going.
Make an impact on the life by standing in line and doing what everybody else says. You don't get out of generations of complacency, of generations of just being okay by doing what everybody else does.
There was this guy there, I forget his name, but he was like the top head guy. Old white guy, you know, all geniused out. And we were on this panel, and they were asking us all these questions about the mind, mental toughness and shit. And he was answering them, and I wasn't answering many questions. And I'll never forget, he was just answering them off of theory. He never put his fucking ass in shit. You read a bunch of fucking books, and you think that you know how the fucking mind works and shit. I'd have gone through hell since a kid, and then all the way up until now.
If there is someone right now feeling lost, there is the chance in this lifetime to still bring out the very best version of that person. What it means is, the biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now.
And don't be like most people who waste their lives waiting for the perfect moment when everything is clear and somehow or other you get permission to move on. Don't waken up every day feeling invisible to everybody around you and wonder why nothing changes.
You don't know gratitude and fulfillment and next level of life until you fail and have failures and things go wrong. And when do you learn the most? I know I have my biggest breakthroughs when things go wrong because I have to find the solution. So if you're going through a tough time in your life right now, you can't look at that as like, wow, I'm here. Try to find a way to say, wow, I'm here for a reason, to learn, to grow, to get better.
The thing is about when you're in the middle of a struggle, it never seems like you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
When you're trapped, you feel it, and it's so difficult for people to trust the process or to trust that it will get better. And this is unfortunately why a lot of people end their lives, because they do not think it's going to get better. And you hear it from so many people that almost took their life or failed when they tried to take their life, and now realize, oh my God, I was so wrong. It does get better. I am better. Everything's better. And I just didn't see the light. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's what life is you taking hits and keep going forward. Your cat dies,
You always get cut. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get the promotion you wanted. What are you gonna do? Fucking put a note on your jacket and jump off a bridge every time that happens? You'll be out of fucking lives.
Right.
You know. So that's all this is.
I see a tall guy coming at me, and he begged for money. Put down my window. This guy, I swear it's true story. He's the guy that used to bully me in school. I say, I don't want to say his name, but I say, hey, wait a second. I park the car, go talk to him. I say, what the hell you doing here, man? He's like, I say, get out of here, man. It's like, you're full of potential. When I was young, when I wanted to be like you were tall.
Can you believe that I watched this guy? It was the Living Large.
2013.
2013.
How old were you then?
I'm born in 98, so I was
15.
I was 15. That video's guided me through my fucking whole career. And now I'm training legs with Jake Cutler a week out from my Olympia debut. So
A few months later, I go to my parents' house for having dinner. Then my dad say, you know who come to the house a few days ago? This guy. I'm like, yeah, I met him. He said, yeah, he said you met him in the street, but now he said he came to thank you. He said, look, he said, George, he talked to me, and he said he changed my life. Now I have a job, and I feel good. I just want to say thank you.
whatever you guys want to achieve, just believe in it. And not just believe in it, work your ass off for it.
The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. One voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted. And somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope.